Argonaut team Polesquil, another group of humanoids, a machine elephant, and a beast, all while a mysterious Spartan watched from afar. During the fight, a shoggoth would exit the mouth of the dead worm that acted as part of the battlefield, and when victory closed near, Mephermos and Ruin intimidated and coerced the shoggoth to follow them. You take moments to stop, just to analyze your situation, and come up with a plan. You're nearing the end of this road of lunar rock and dust. Anhar, High Priest of the King in Yellow, is about to face his end. You all know this. You all know his fate. To be tortured endlessly by the Archdevil Mephisto. What you all do afterward is something you may need to contemplate. Cyrus Engmar has forewarned the original members, Raza, Oskar, and Boss, that when this was completed, Cyrus's ultimate militia will be officially disbanded. He never gave you reasons why he's doing it. You can conjure up your own reasons. Some of you might guess more correctly from the years of professional connections made, but that Spartoi keeps his friendships at a halberd's length. And so, enter a clearing in a forest. Lunar rock gives way to the outskirts of a large, dense forest here. We'll wait a little bit before for your characters to...
I'm sorry, what the name of this fucking page?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Zink's last stand. Dude.
I'm gonna break his nose again.
Godspeed.
I'm gonna break his fucking nose again.
Godspeed, Zink.
Say, you may have fought many powerful warriors, but I am not a simple warrior. I am a messenger. I am something of the inevitable.
Kind of looks at his contemplative companion, and he goes, "Right, we knew you. This one here," he kind of points to Anhar. "This one here's been waiting for you, either for us or for you, and now it looks like we'll have to be fighting each other for his custody. There's riding on this. A lot of glory coming with this." And he watches watches mandibles like protrude from his cheeks, like ant mandibles.
Wait, from the dude?
Yeah, from the man here.
Ew!
What the fuck?
He's
On.
Ant-Man.
Disintegrate!
Oh my god, it's Ant Boy.
How does it feel to have no ambition beyond money?
No ambition. Well, once I take you all down, I'll have quite the name of Destroyer of the Immortal Flame. I don't know who the fuck you two are, aside from that guy who raided some Iranian town, but
He'll be known as the Destroyer of Cum.
no, I like that. I like that. See, honestly, I'll put that on my plaque. I'll go to Hollywood. Maybe they'll put me in a movie. Maybe they'll cast people who look better than you all.
And still, your only claim to fame will be if you kill us. Because quite frankly, I don't even know who you are.
That's okay. And you won't once I kill you. And...
Well, let's skip the shit-talking. Show me what you're good for.
And he'll nod, and his mandibles
I'm just
clack
gonna
together.
walk him, just discombobulate him 3 times in a row.
His ears started like spurting out blood. He's just like, ah!
Alright.
reset.
And Ross, will you say, "This is our last stand. We are come and we will come for you."
Klaus is a little disgusted at this.
Being given zealous conviction means that Rasa's words are also, you'd want to perform whatever he tells you to.
Oh god, no.
yeah.
So
No.
your character can
It is
choose
in
to-
character for me to refuse your buff. Fuck
No,
you.
oh no, that's good. I was just gonna say, like, if it makes sense for your characters to accept that, then no, yeah.
I don't care if I die as long as I don't listen to you.
What the fuck?
Like, you basically overpowering him. You feel confident. It gives you power.
Like you watching me do the Path of Pain in Hollow Knight.
Oh, so true. Exactly the same. Currently Anhar is barely in the middle. He's getting stabbed continuously in my mind, and I'm suddenly like, I'm just laughing like a maniac at this point, and then suddenly like, flames swirl me, and it's like, just violent flames, and then large wings, like mechanical, like clockwork, fucking wings come out that are also like fleshy also. like I just become even bigger. My flesh is even more exposed than before. I look like an abomination at this point. I'm just yeah, I dazzle everyone around me, and I basically look at Anhar. I'm basically like, Anhar, give me your soul.
And he's just like, you see like the whole arena just flare up.
There, but I have 50 feet of movement, so trust me when I say I can get there. And I'm going around because I don't want to get hit by an attack rock. You know, I'll just do it. It's fucking it's fine. Anyway, I'm here. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm casting massacre. I fucking hate you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ruin, High Priest of Chaos. How do you want to do this?
I imagined once I appeared, I kind of just fucking scurried my way over like the fucking gremlin that I am, and as I came over, raised my hands in the air, and just a fucking wave of just unholy energy just shot in a straight line forward and then back.
And it is this unholy ball of like, or this ray of like sickly void energy, and as it hits the swarm and kills like over 100, it goes through Klaus, and he sees it coming back, and his mandibles click together once more, and he goes, Valhalla is waiting, and it kills him instantly right there as it hits back his companion here, and he collapses into void nothingness. The DC was 45. You do claim his soul.
I just see his soul like slowly like just go up, like the Valkyries are literally picking up, and I'm just like it's literally the primal fucking.
It's the primal scene, bro.
I'm just like, I told you, you should have backed off, and I'm just like, I'm literally like, no, everyone sees that I'm literally just hitting the ground for no reason, but I'm literally setting him to Mephistopheles.
And his soul, he just goes, no! And that's the end of him. Mephermos, how do you want to do this?
I'm basically like, Anhar's basically like, he beat a really good dent in me. And the answer basically like is trying to come for me, and they barely do anything. They don't do anything actually, in fact. And I just look at the ants like trying to poke me, and I'm like, I look at Anhar back, and I'm like, so these are your allies. Much like you, a pest that needs to be burned, and I just fireball right at the ants.
You don't even look at them. You stare down Anhar, and you just you see the swarm of ants just fly and turn into cinders.
Oh, it's so over for him.
As he is blasted with void energy, he is near death.
And
-2 to AC.
And
brutal finish.
Oh,
it's time. It's time. It's time, ladies and gentlemen.
press his ass.
I gots to. I'm gonna reroll.
No, not in the moment.
Not like this.
Hold on. I gotta pray.
Alright,
Listen, Mephistopheles. Listen, when I wrote 2 natural ones on a reroll, that was funny to me. Because I was positive. It was the start of the session, you know what I mean? It was the start of the campaign. Now it's different. Listen to me, Mephistopheles. You're evil, but you're lawful as well. Listen, we gotta think about this.
Look at Ruin's token to understand what Dimitri's reaction will be if he rolls another nat one.
I'm gonna go. It turns his arm back, grab it by the throat, touch of corruption, toss him away, and just like before, I basically do the from above. And basically try to crush his skull, and I see like he has somehow survived that, like all of that. So it's a large thump and everything. He still survived it, and I'm just looking at him and kind of like like putting my mace back, like I'm done here.
You're satisfied.
Yeah, and I'm just I know he's gonna die like literally right now, not from something, whatever the fuck. Because he's that weakened, and I'm just like, gonna say, your soul is very worthy to be owned by Mephistopheles himself. And I wait for something to finish him off.
Overthrow comes in from the shadows and gives a wink, and then faces him, and then just quickly goes for like a god stab.
And as you pierce him, he kind of looks down at his chest, seeing the shadow's heart pierce his chest. Nox, I want to ask, are you looking to just full-on kill him, or just leave him bleeding at the moment?
I mean, the deal was to bring him in alive, so
Gotcha.
I am keeping him alive.
Gotcha. So you kind of push him off your blade, and he kind of falls forward, bleeding, with the pool of blood gathering around him.
Yeah, so Cass is gonna like, with one swift jump through like the neck, through like the ant's neck, he's gonna like slice through it with his left arm, and with the right arm he's gonna grab the antennae, and then kind of like whirl it above his head, and then throw it into Ruin's big ass fucking mouth.
You watch as you throw it into his mouth, the mouth actually starts spinning around in his mouth like it got caught in a black hole, and it just starts going right into that gaping maw. Appears to be carrying his weapon from a pretty safe distance, his rifle. This one here, some avian beastkin, appears to be carrying a shield with spikes all around it, and has gloves on, a gauntlet if you will. The woman to the left appears to have antler horns protruding out and is wearing a formal Yamato-style dress. And, of course, you see blooming eyes, the figure who's just kind of crawling forward with haggard wings, and as eyes bloom outward like an unholy fleshy tree.
Well, ain't you my nightmares manifesting?
And you see, towards you at Oskaro, the Sword Saint, covered in icy blue, carrying the spectral body of Zink, as he looks upon all of you.
Katsuo right here.
Blooming eyes, like the eye stalks point over to him, and Arakaza says, because he is an apostate, and he thinks he's working for the will of God when he's been worshipping a false idol this whole time.
A false idol.
Explain yourself.
God does not give commands to mortals. Any who claim to do such acts on his behalf. To think they hear his voice are mere madmen, and is not part of the scriptures. You are hearing the whispers of a darker entity, and you act on them. You are not a holy being as much as you think you are. You are a peasant who claims to be a prophet.
You going to Mephistopolis?
Listen, I'm not one for combat, and, well, I'd prefer to actually leave.
Mephermos, I believe your job is done here too.
Well, it seems that you know.
It's not worth the fight, Mephermos.
If anyone dares stop me, well, our previous encounters are much proof of what happened to them. I will leave on their back. If they dare attack me, well, at least I know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna give it to him gently. Put him in his hand and everything.
And he'll bow and goes, Danke, Lord of Mephermos, much appreciated. And he will look at the rest of you. He looks at Raza.
Any words from Mephistopheles himself?
A job well done. Perhaps payment will be sent to each of you when it is most appropriate. You will know when it comes. But a pleasure seeing you again, Lord Raza. I do not know where Lord Owaskura is, but I'm sure he is doing okay.
He already left.
Ah, he is a very sly one. I like that one.
Yes.
But,
Good luck to you, Johan, and have a fun eternity.
Eternity awaits, and he'll go ahead and he'll begin casting the spell. Plane shift back over here.
If you do survive, Well, I wouldn't mind meeting you, Katsuo. Ruined. Perhaps not in the infernal plane of Mephistopheles. Your chaotic nature is unwelcome.
I hear that a lot.
Look up at the sky for a moment.
Looks up at this.
And you see...
That snowflake got my eye.
You see this. An eye emerge from the clouds.
Holy shit!
He goes, oh, don't worry. I've been always watching the rest of you. Excellent work, I must say. But this curse, it needs to stay here, just for my sake.
Glenn, who are you?
Let's just say, Ruin already knows. And so does Katsuo. He's been praying the whole time. My friends, what is my name? What does the initials of my name spell out?
Fucking
Put his name down there.
shit.
Glenn
Okay.
O'Donoghue.
Go.
Oh.
You cheeky son of a bitch.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me God is an annoying?
I feel like
we're
that's
talking a lot for, but those guys appear to be approaching.
Oh, they are terrified of the rest of you.
Let me ask you something, God. Well,
Not
I guess
that.
I can't call
How can
you.
I help, Caddy?
Well, what can you do for us in this situation?
Well, this whole territory is unclaimed. Well, what if I made you a high priest of the area? And you see the rest of them just completely bewildered.
Really now?
Claim this territory? The moon gods don't seem to be budging or moving.
And for what motivation do you have?
Oh, to spite the government here.
Ah, now that is a reasoning I can get behind.
Exactly! You see,
God's fighting the government.
I am sure Mephisto would also love to topple some of the reigning regime and government agents here. After all, they've also persecuted some of your worshippers.
Percy, would I?
You are enforcing Mephisto's will. What do you suppose? Without another word, he merely gets into his position. So Nodachi up in front, it shimmering and emitting a cold smoke. Just its presence in this area is putting the area around the sword in absolute zero.
Glenn, before we start, can you do something about this exhaustion I have?
Absolutely, friend. And he'll snap his fingers.
What the hell? God is biased.
Man,
Well,
having
There
God
we
as
go.
a gal pal is gonna have its perks.
We're all
say that.
sisters and gal pals now.
don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm not a woman.
I do not have a gender.
I prefer to be
I
called
used to.
non-they.
I am literally it.
I used to have a gender, but that one was cut.
Until my penis was taken from me.
The penis was melted by the inferno.
God, witness me. Witness Cyrus's ultimate militia as we ascend. Nero Arcata, I will disintegrate you!
as you two rush forward and begin the clash, the ringing of steel it clangs out into these reaches of space. As Oaskura, you begin to make your escape back into the glooming wilderness of the Grim Hollow, the Shadowlands. This battle reverberates across this moon, and this is noticed by all those on Terra and beyond. What happened here, we shall get into in the next campaign.